Welcome back to another episode here on Maney Lofts. Just giving the birds a little bit of a clean. Oh, something's scaring them, probably my hands. Unless there's a falcon out here. I can't see one yet. A couple of them got out through this door. I actually forgot to shut it all the way and they just sort of pushed it open and got out while I was giving a little bit of a clean. So those guys are up flying around at the moment, just giving this place a good little scrape out. I wasn't intending on letting the birds out. There is probably 6, 7 so out. There's one flying up there, another one. Hoping there's no hawks. There's still a few on the roof, so I just took off the section up here, the trap, let them come back in. I don't really want them out at the moment until I've got a few things in place that are going to stop the falcons. But the rest of them are in here. They're all looking pretty good. I need to have a watch and make sure there's no falcons out there. There is pigeons everywhere at the moment, and last time we let them out, if you did watch that video, you will know how quickly those falcons do pounce on these birds, which that was pretty unreal. That one was probably a very young falcon. A lot of people probably commented on that, which I probably do agree on it. Mum! They're not really trained yet to come in some of these because there's quite a lot of young ones here. There's 2 up on the roof here. Don't really want them on the roof. So hopefully those 2 up top there will come down in a minute. That's why I didn't really want them out. That was the thing. They sort of just slipped out because I'm just trying to get a lot of jobs done today. And there's big beefcake up there. Look at him strutting around. I don't want them on the ground either. I want to try and get them in. Just in case a falcon comes around. I've got a few things to do today, so I don't want to be pigeon sitting all day. They're being a little bit cheeky. But they are looking pretty good. I've still got those birds at home, which we'll probably check up on the next few days. The house build is going along really well. We've got 20 days, I think, before we move in, which was pretty quick. I'm going to have to start planning on bringing over all my stock birds at the moment. Very soon, actually, because I've got to house them. Probably might have to bring them over and put them in this loft while we pull the little grey one down at home and bring them across. It's going to be a fun little time bringing them in and doing that. Big beefcake's looking quite nice. Look at him. He's a big boy, that one. Definitely interested in breeding him once we do move. I do have these little pens over here that we can use once we move to pair up a couple of pairs. Just get a little bit of breeding done as well. Technically our breeding will start again in a couple of months. That is definitely something I'm trying to get on top of. Don't you go in under there. There's our baths under there as well. So yeah, things are happening. I am full steam ahead with trying to get into this house. Also trying to get out of the other house. So it's going to happen pretty quickly. Try and do it as whatever's going to be the easiest option for me, actually. I have started planning the new lofts, definitely building a new stock loft and some breeding pens as well. And I definitely want to build a new flying loft, which I've started doing the plans up, started doing all the pricings as well, because I'm going to try and bulk order all the materials at once so that we can just get stuck into building. I'm going to start looking at getting a welder shortly as well. I'm going to try and build some metal lofts next time. And especially with some this FRP grading flooring, which I've been using as well, and I utilise that a lot more out here, just because we have got this open space and we might as well utilise, you know, the feathers, everything dropping through onto the bottom and then just being able to clean it out super easy. It's better for the birds and definitely better for me. I need to try and get these guys in. I reckon once I let these other birds in, I should be able to get some of these in, and then there might be a few stragglers that we might just have to leave the door open. They'll come in later. Come on! Mum! It's a little bit annoying because there was food in there to actually get them into this section so I could shut it off, clean it. But it's probably why they're not as eager to come in, because they've had a little bit of a feed and then they're like, freedom! That's what they're doing. They're being a bit cheeky, but they're still a little bit hungry, so we'll get a little bit more food in there for them. Come on. Come on, you cheeky pigeon. Let's go. Come on. Oh, who's that out there? Beefcake, I reckon. No, that's not. Oh, it might be. Then who's this one here then? Is that Little Shock? It is Little Shock. What are you doing in my car? Oh, they are cheeky, these guys. Right, let's try and get them in now. Put all the water and stuff in there. It is a very peaceful morning this morning. It's beautiful and cool. And no falcons either at this point, this is the dream. This is how it should be every time. Let's see if I can get some of these birds in. Come on. Come on. Beefcake. Oh, here they come. Come on. Come on. It's a red checker. He needs to come in. Come on. 2 red checkers at once. And we just got a couple more we need to get in. What are you doing? Anyone would think you were feral. I don't think you are. And Little Shot. Come on. Up, up. Come on. Come on, in you go. You're missing out. A lot more training to do. These ones are the younger ones that I haven't really put much training into. Oh, they're figuring it out. It's only that one. Come on. Nah, right, we've got 2 out still, I think. Just not too bad. Like, they went in pretty good, considering haven't had the training that they need because of everything that's going on. It's all about the change. I'm just trying to get them back in. They'll come in a minute, I think. So I'm just going to have to leave that one out. We've got them all in except for that one little hen who's she is quite young. And she hasn't been trained enough to really know how to use those bobs. So it's definitely something I'm going to work on over the next couple of weeks. The rest of them looking pretty good. The perchers are definitely doing their job. A lot of blue bars in there, which is definitely a favourite of mine. And we've got our 3 reds as well, which breaks things up a little bit. Quite nice. As I said before, definitely starting to plan these new lofts. I'm going to start building lots of cages as soon as I move here, especially for all the animals, but definitely the pigeons are going to get a lot of attention and they need a new loft because we're pretty much at capacity here. We can't fit too many more pigeons in this loft, and I definitely want to double this flock at least. I definitely at least want 50 to 60 pigeons out here. I think it's going to be the better number to deal with hawks, things like that. We definitely need that. Look, you know, like before, we had 15, 20 hawks come through, took out about 5, and the flock just shrinks dramatically. So we definitely need a buffer and try and get these birds hawk smart. I think once they get a bit smarter, things won't be too bad. But I'm going to catch you all in the next video, trying to keep things, you know, especially you guys updated, especially when there isn't much going on at the moment. I just don't want to keep making the same videos like, look, pigeons getting fed, cleaning loft. That gets a bit boring, but I'm just letting you know that I'm still here, and those birds got out accidentally because I forgot to shut the door properly. But I'm going to catch you all in the next video. Head down in the description, check out the links to the other channels. I'm putting up videos here and there as well, so I'll see you all hopefully in the next few days.